Okay, let me check on the players. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our D&D session today. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to session 33 of Call of the Netherdeep. As we're getting closer and closer to the end, I'm trying to predict what number I think we'll end on, and if we'll end on a really satisfying number, or if we're gonna end on a number that's gonna be mildly annoying.
69. Yeah, which one are we on?
No, I don't think we're getting that far.
How many episodes have we had so far? Got down.
Well, this is 33, and we're close to the end, so I don't think we are gonna hit. That would mean we'd have to be at the halfway point to try and make it to the nice.
We can make it happen.
I mean, we could,
Yeah.
but I'd have to make the second half up myself. Intimidating.
You got this.
You're fine.
Just randomly send us on a side quest or whatever, and then another one and another one.
Or we could have a beach party.
To Fandover, no big deal.
We make it become just a light, fluffy campaign, nothing serious. It's all the rest of it is just 30 anime beach episodes back to back to back.
Yes.
It's a beach party that lasts 40 episodes.
Perfect. But we are here. Before we get started, just wanted to mention, if anyone was here looking at the starting soon screen, you may have noticed a new thing on the bottom that is here just for this week and for the rest of this month. The main event for it is happening tomorrow, but I posted it early because never hurts. I'm raising money this Halloween along with the cast of Dungeon Select. We're doing a special Halloween one-shot tomorrow for the charity Safe in Our World, along with Team SideQuest, which is a mental health oriented charity based in the UK. And the one shot was written by them and given for free to anyone who is going to be doing the fundraising, which is really cool. And donations will be able to directly impact the one shot, either by giving player or DM advantage or disadvantage, or by causing a surge of wild magic. And I'm using a homebrewed wild magic table. I'm not using the standard wild magic table, so there might be something you've never seen before. And if we hit 100 pounds raised, they're going to send me a custom, it's one of those potion bottle dice shakers, kind of the ones Matt has made for his players on Critical Role. And we're gonna have to roll for it to see who gets it, 'cause there's only one allowed, and not one per all the players. So we'll roll live on stream and have a little mini rollies competition in the moment to see who gets the dice shaker if you help us raise 100 pounds. So the Tiltify campaign is live already. The link is pinned in chat, or you can type !charity. Please help us share the campaign ahead of time. You can amplify it if you can't donate, share it on the socials, do all those things that help. And hopefully we see y'all tomorrow. It'll be starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time over on the Dungeon Select Twitch channel, not my channel, twitch.tv/Dungeon Select. So yeah, that's happening tomorrow, both a Halloween and a charity thing. Gonna be fun. Anyone else?
For those in the U.S., that's $129.59.
There you go.
100 pounds. So
Yes.
let's help her get to that.
Because it is a UK charity, so the Tiltify is in pounds, not dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else have anything? Oh, I guess other thing, we may soon have to have a handful of episodes where we're down a Briar, because Briar has something very exciting happening in their life very soon, and we'll have to be very focused on that. Something very time consuming and takes all your energy. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how long we can push, how long we can keep having them play with us. But scheduling, because we've been pretty good at keeping our bi-weekly for a while, and we're gonna try and keep that up. But maybe down a Briar for a little while. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Anyone else? Anything to share before we jump into it?
Speaking of said time-consuming thing, my little nerdlet, my throne wish list is all baby stuff, and there's still a handful of things there. If anyone would like to spoil my child ahead of time, I will not say no.
So, but, for anyone who's using captions, again, we don't have Briar on captions due to tech limitations this week. I will add them into the YouTube video. I'm still editing the last one, and Briar just said that their throne wish list has all sorts of baby stuff if you would like to spoil the impending nerdlet, the second child that will have been created and birthed during our D&D campaign in the real world, which is pretty crazy.
No, third. The third. Well, Orion's sister.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Bowdy's little sister.
Oh,
Mine,
Bowdy, sorry,
though,
not
so-
Ryan.
Yeah, not directly created by one of the players, but player adjacent. But yes, please also, if you wouldn't mind, check out Briar's wishlist because baby stuff is so expensive.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
and they need so much stuff. They just have so much stuff. Like, it's a small thing, and yet they need so much accoutrements. It's wild. So, feel free to check that out. Alright, let's change our music over here. Goodbye, happy fun tavern intro music. Hello, fun atmospheric underwater ambiance. And we'll get started. We left off continuing the exploration of the Netherdeep, a unique extra-dimensional space that was linked to Elixian. It seems to be a mirror for his emotional status, or at least different parts of his emotional status. How he got here and where he is in this place, our players still have yet to discover. Specifically, the last chamber we left off in, remind you what you see. 30-foot high cavern. Air smells stale, coral-like growths made of... Oh wait, no, lies, that's the wrong one. Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on, that's a different one. I'm a liar. This is the one where the walls...
How
there is
dare
carvings. It mentions there's like some growths and things. This one it's carvings rather than organic growths on the walls. The walls of this grotto have been meticulously carved with images of shops and townhouses. The features of the buildings change from time to time as though an invisible force were swapping out one facade for another or replacing one architectural flourish for another, giving it almost like a timeless quality, like it goes from ancient to more modern to in between, but it never quite approaches completely modern. Like, it never quite approaches modern and Uncarel, we'll say, that you just spent quite a lot of time in. The one feature that never seems to change is a wooden door set into the far wall at floor level. In the middle of the grotto floats a giant jellyfish-like creature, which you have seen before, with 60-foot-long tentacles. Swarms of tiny, ugly fish, which you've also seen before, flit between its translucent tentacles.
Don't like it.
Is it Angie?
It
It's
is.
a
It doesn't
game.
even notice you right now. It just seems to be floating. The fish are just kind of like swarming around the tentacles, almost like they're using the creature for protection. Almost like, you know, like remora fish with sharks and stuff. They're kind of hiding in its massive bulk, and it's floating fairly like high above. I think it said 60 feet. No, that's the length of its tentacles. It's floating like up. It's not like right eye level with you guys. It'd be above you. And it doesn't seem to notice you right now. It's just kind of chilling there. Like, if it wasn't so huge and terrifying, and if it didn't have, like, the toothy maw and the rubidium spikes, it might almost be peaceful looking. Do you know, like, when you see a normal-looking jellyfish, and they're just kind of, like, mesmerizingly floating and, like, undulating, and they look kind of peaceful? If this didn't have the horror movie aspects, it would be like that.
Cool.
Great.
Love that.
Guys, what are we gonna do with this guy?
The things floating along with it, do they seem like things we don't want to hurt, or...
They are the things that you remember because one member of your party in particular had a real bad time with these. Remember the swarm of fish that just kept incapacitating Fury, and Fury had a bitch of a time dealing with them in Kael Moro? Yeah, it's those things.
Oh no.
And you remember also they would cause like waves of psychic energy amongst other things. You all got splitting headaches the last time you dealt with them.
Man, I have a splitting headache now. Yeah, guys, what are we gonna do? What do you think we could sneak past, or like?
No,
No.
I cannot sneak anywhere.
No
I
sneaking.
mean,
Less than
you
sneak.
can turn us invisible, right, with that amulet?
I mean, yeah.
I don't think all of us.
No, no.
I mentioned to the group the last time that I tried to sneak past by using my Furbolg, hidden step. The moon thing looked at me.
Yeah, the moon thing
So-
looked at you all invisible in
Right.
the
Yeah,
creepy room.
I mean, I could turn it invisible, but do we think that's gonna work?
Possibly. I don't know.
We can do this, or we could go back to the hands
There is also
But we
another
can
door.
Yeah.
There's another pathway to the left there. That's like, it's backtracking in terms of direction. Like, you've already come from that direction, but you came not necessarily from the same chamber, but you don't know what's that way.
Could also just go like left
Or go back to the
here,
hands.
Just, you know.
I mean, really, you could backtrack to many places. Like, there's lots of pathways you haven't taken. Like, there's many, in terms of backtracking, it's not like there's only go back to one room. You can always zoom out and look at your map and look at extra, like, maybe tunnels where they cut off. Where I've hidden your view because you haven't gone that far.
We just fight this thing.
I mean, yeah, we could, but he looks kind of big, kind of angry. Yeah.
You also remember, because there's one of these in Kael Moro as well, you fought it with the horde of ghosts you had helping you at the time.
I was gonna say.
And you remember it also has powers, it has the ability to petrify people.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Just give you that, because, like, that would have been very recent to your character's memories, and you, like, saw direct evidence of that.
Mm-hmm.
How ballsy are we feeling, y'all?
I mean...
Well, Briar.
But that's my secret.
My
Briar
character,
always
she
wants
does
to fight.
spells.
I'm always ballsy.
But Promise. I don't.
Promise has been getting
know.
beaten around a lot.
Yeah.
Promise is
Oh, yeah.
the whipping,
Slapped around.
the
She
whipping
has
girl
been.
of the Netherdeep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of okay on spell slots and stuff. I still have some magic options, but...
Yeah, I've only
Yeah,
got
like,
3 first levels.
I'm okay on spell slots. I'm not bad, but I'm not full up either.
Do we
Just
remember
say around
I guess this might be a little bit above the table, but like the Fury got like stunned and shit, right, or whatever.
Basically, they
Yeah.
would like swarm
Was
around him, and he just became like you saw, like he literally was just kind of like stuck there in the swarm, and he was normally he is like he was muscle, right? Like he did hefty damage. He was very a physical fighter, and he just became far less useful than usual last time you faced these.
Do we
What was
know
that,
anything
like-
about? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Was that on like attacks, or was it like saving throws kind of thing? Like I said, I'm not
That's
sure.
probably-
Like, that was-
That's I can't tell you overtly. It's probably too
Yeah,
far
I
above
figured.
the table, so to speak. But
Yeah.
Do we know anything about these things? Vision.
well,
how
there's
to-
no eyes on the jellyfish, so you guess
Blood
it
invisible's not
uses
gonna help.
some other form of ability
Sight.
to ambulate and to sense its prey. And the sorrowfish, hold on, I have a picture of them.
Those
I
were
think
the
they're fairly-
ones that killed Neri, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, it was the crabs that killed Neri.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought the
These are what the
crabs were-
fish. These are what the fish look like.
Yeah.
So they have eyes, but they also look almost more like wraith-like, or almost like a shadowy form. It's almost like, if you hadn't experienced them before, it almost seemed like they weren't corporeal beings, but they are. They just have this unique wispy-like quality to them, and they leave like trails, almost like inky shadow-like trails behind them while they swim.
So a daylight spell might help with them, but not with the big jellyfish.
No, I don't think we have much to deal with the jellyfish other than just fighting it. But
Right.
Okay.
so we can turn left or we can go backwards. Because I agree, I
Yeah.
don't think this is a smart fight.
Yeah.
No, with like they all seem to be able to like stun us and stuff. I'm not a fan of that.
You also,
and left is like the least backtracky.
Everyone roll a history check for me, just a straight history.
Make me.
That's
Ooh.
0.
That is a good roll.
That's a big old 3 for Promise.
Good story.
Oh, that's 21.
17.
I rolled a 17.
rolled an 11.
Almost is more of a physical monk than a
What did Enna roll?
Hold on, I tried rolling it on.
Yo,
Way to go.
I didn't get any dice up.
They are kind of useful for this game, you know. Just.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, hold on.
I mean, if
Hold on.
I needed to, I could use the digital and above VTT, but then I can't keep the actual rolls a secret until I want to reveal them.
That's true.
You can roll
that
just
you
yourself.
can't roll.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Let's
Okay,
go.
we'll say Enna. This actually works very well. So Enna with the Nat 20. As Orion is talking about how they stun, and you're like, I don't know if we're ready for that right now. Also, a random dice has appeared that I definitely do not own, and I don't know how it got in here. I'm sorry, that's distracting.
That's just not acceptable at all.
Yep. As Orion says this, and you think about, like, you're weighing your options, what are we gonna do here? And he mentions, like, fighting off, like, magical effects, like the stun and stuff. You do think, yeah, maybe avoiding a direct confrontation would be best, because ever since that cavern where the moon looked at you, like, you've just been having a much, like, harder time doing things that used to come easier to you, and, like, resisting the effects of things like this, and you just definitely feel like something's a bit off. And until you figure out what that is, you don't mind minimizing risk.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, let's not. I think it would be best for us just to go around it. I'm not doing all that great, so how about we go left?
Go left, yeah.
Always left.
Good.
Okay. 2 seconds. All right, I think that's enough. I think that's a decent array of dice that I have pulled, and if I need more, yoink them later. Okay.
I didn't need that many anyway, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't have to roll
you're going
damage
to
for us, right?
backtrack. Let me. It's exciting now because this is like the edge of this map here. Hold on, we can
Edging?
just do this. Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be like someone was gonna say it.
If I were
You can count
faster, I
on me.
would have gone Gaga, but
Oh, okay.
Understand.
This is fun. So remember how last time I had a mild content warning for trypophobia?
Oh,
Yeah.
Bring that warning back.
just don't look at the screen.
I'm not gonna look at it.
There aren't
Oh my
any.
God.
There aren't any visual aids other than the immediate map for this one, but put yourselves in whatever
okay.
your marching
Well,
order would be for this thing. We'll say you come. So this is a fairly long tunnel. You have to walk down for a while. You're backtracking for a while. Like, obviously not crazy long because it's only so big, but it's the longest walk you've had so far without coming to a new like chamber. You start to wonder like what's going on here, and then you finally come to a cavern where web-like strands of bright rubidium cling to the walls of this grotto, spreading out from dozens of large, bloodshot eyes that follow your every move. Anna's getting some PTSD right now. These eyes are embedded in the walls between 10 and 20 feet off the floor. So not on the floor, but like all the walls, just a range of different sizes and colors of eyes looking at you. 5 patches of seaweed sprout from the sandy floor. Inside each patch is an oval mirror 4 feet tall and 2 feet wide. The seaweed not only holds the mirrors in place, but also frames them. You see displayed in each mirror what appears to be an important moment in the life of Elixian. And the eyes immediately, anyone who's like comes to the entrance of the room, the eyes immediately all look at you, and they're just looking, staring. They blink. They don't all blink in sync though, so there's also the miscellaneous blinking throughout the room.
Oh,
I hate that. No,
I don't like it.
And they all resemble human eyes. They're all just different shapes, different sizes, but they all seem human, and all of them have a bloodshot appearance to them.
Oh, what the hell?
Boys, I really hates it.
Guys.
Boys, I really hates it.
Briar really wants to poke one.
I was literally gonna say, do I poke one?
Helena has tryptophobia, so I'm not looking at the screen. I really hate it. I don't like it.
So it's not on the floor, you said, right?
No, the eyes are not on the floor. And the only thing in this room are the 5 mirrors being held aloft and framed by seaweed. And again, from this distance, you can look in the mirrors and see they're showing visions of Elixion and parts of his story. The nearest mirror that you can see has yoink this, so you can see, well, so you all see, because the closest mirror is close enough to make out, bleeding heavily, the warrior limps through a burning battlefield toward a wailing child. She screams when she sees him, and he flinches, but he picks her up, then carries her toward the remnants of civilization in the distance.
I mean, there's not really a point in hiding, right? Like, whatever these eyes are, they know we're here.
They sure do.
So might as well enter the room, I guess, even though it's creepy as fuck.
There it is.
Can I
Man, we could
insight check the eyeballs?
Yeah, sure.
I want to see what kind of vibe they're given. Oh, that's only a 16.
Not too
Again,
bad.
it's similar to the vibes of like the eyes on the moon of Iridius that were looking at Enna, and the whole time they just looked at her. They, for all you know, they didn't, like, they never looked menacing, like, they never had, like, eyes narrow, they don't seem to be glaring, and there isn't, like, a distinct feel. The only thing that has a bit of a feel of magic coming from it are the mirrors in the room. They just seem to be watchful. They just seem to be more like a visual motif of this chamber.
Do they seem like they're actually living, or like maybe they were once living and now they just are meant to creep people out?
I mean, they feel organic, like they look corporeal, they look like they're physically on the wall, and they're all blinking at different times. They're not like one singular effect. So
I guess intelligent. Like they're receiving information and not just, mechanically moving around eyes.
Not particularly.
Interesting.
I approached that first mirror.
Okay.
Where in the room are those mirrors?
Did I, where's my cheat sheet? Hold on. I need my notes. Where did I put my notes? Where? Oh, I didn't make a heading for this one, so I have to scroll through my massive list.
Wow.
Give me a minute.
I'll give 2 minutes.
Oh, here we go. Haha! I did make a heading for them. Cole. So you walk up to the mirror, and the vision of Elixion suddenly shifts, and you see a vision from your own past.
Ew.
And you see it's a combat training session, and then you recognize the person who you are training with. This is the person who was your biggest mentor during your training period in Vasselheim to become a cleric to the Stormlord, and this is the person who made you like pushed you towards that decision, but not like they pushed you because they wanted you, but just they were such an inspiration
Inspired
to you
me.
that
Yeah.
you wanted to follow like their footsteps. So you realize you're seeing the moment where you decided to walk the path of the Stormlord in this mirror, because you had that like light bulb moment during that combat session.
Yeah, I remember me and Jeff.
And you receive inspiration, DM inspiration to keep until you would like to
Bam.
use it.
Was that disadvantage?
Can I go to another mirror?
Yep.
Where would that be?
The battle map here doesn't have them specifically on here. It doesn't particularly matter.
Let's just say there's one in this
just
corner.
pick a place, spread out. So also at first, so you start to see another vision of Elixion. So the first vision of Elixion that you see, I should have this page with sticky note, make this faster. Close to sleep, huddled beneath a tree and cloaked in a ratty blanket, the warrior runs his finger along the edge of the Jewel of Three Prayers, finding some comfort in its familiar shape. And of course, you know this gem very well because Cole is currently wearing it around his neck. And then as he kind of like gives one more stroke to the jewel, the vision shifts, and now you also see yourself. You see yourself bound to a table. You see some figures hovering over you, and then walk away. and then you see the familiar face of Fred pop out from your robes and start to chew on your leather bindings to help you get free. And before the vision ends, you see one wrist being free and snapping, pulling it out of there, and rushing to help Fred free yourself while you look back behind you at the figures who have trapped you there.
Fun. Fun memories.
How many mirrors are there total?
There's as many mirrors as there are you. There are 5.
Promise goes to her mirror.
So, the vision of Elixian that you see during a thunderstorm, the warrior bellows, "Why? Avandra, this is not the change that I seek. Tell me why I walk these steps." The roar of the storm is all he hears in response. He rakes his hands through his hair and screams in futility at the storm. And then it shifts to, and again, this one, I did this last week. I also forgot to save your notes. So, whatever you sent me, Briar, as your defining moment from Promises Past, please describe to the table.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so is it first person vision or is it like third person?
No, third person. Like someone's filmed this on a camera and you're watching it played back on a video.
So yeah, so Promise sees herself walking into a destroyed watchtower, and she's like kind of frantic, and she goes into the like basement door, and she sees all kinds of loot from like, you can tell they're from like caravans. They're like, everything's in crates, everything is like, some stuff is covered by tarps or blankets or whatever. Like the crates are full of just miscellaneous supplies that a caravan would be carrying and stuff. And then there's also like armor and weapons that were likely from caravan, like guards and merchants and such. And well, I don't know, I guess everyone else doesn't see it, but Promise sees the look of like, oh shit, as she realizes that like all of that loot and everything were from people that she was told at the time were not good people. But pieces are coming together that she was very much lied to. Mm-hmm. And so she starts taking off her paladin armor and switching it for more monastic type clothing, to be sneaky and quiet and not as conspicuous as a big ASMR paladin is. And she starts to leave the tower.
Mm-hmm. Maggie also will go up to a mirror and look in it, and anyone who would look over her shoulder sees the moment. It's her in a tavern with Io, sharing a drink with her and chatting, and the scene ends with them shaking hands and then like going in for a hug, and it's the moment that she met and basically became part of Io's like crew and decided to join her mission, is what she sees in her mirror. One mirror
These are
left.
very interesting.
After those visions fade, they go back to showing moments of Elixian's past.
Is it kind of like on repeat?
They're shifting. They change, and they don't seem to be in a chronological order, because they'll have a vision of him as a baby, like the very first one you saw when you were already in here, to visions of him fighting battles, back to a child, visions of him sinking into murky water. Like it's all going back and forth and back and forth. They don't seem to be following a pattern.
All right.
And there's one mirror left.
Yes.
She looks around the room. Is like, is anybody gonna walk up to that?
I'm still looking at my mirror.
I guess I'll go. I guess I have to.
Yep. So before you see the vision shift, you now see Elixian kneeling in front of 2 moonlit graves bearing the names of his parents, who you also have faces to put to the names after your very first memory that you relived in the Netherdeep of his. He places incense between the 2 graves, resting it on a simple box decorated with wedding bells. The box bears the inscription, "For those whose love never wavered." Around his neck, he wears the Jewel of 3 Prayers, but it's in its double form, so it's not in its fully ascended form you see now. It only has the form with the blessings of Avandra and Sehanin. It doesn't have the blessing of Coralon yet. And then it shifts, and you see a vision of yourself, hand reaching out. You are being, like, pushed back through a portal behind you, and you're reaching out towards the man in front of you who is doing a very, very classic evil villain laughter, as you see. It's almost like he has his hands out reaching, but not reaching for you to help you. He's reaching more towards you in a menacing way, and as he is, he's siphoning energy out of you, funneling some powerful magic to do some other spell, as well as keep this portal open. The last thing you see is he cuts the spell off and uses the last bit of magic to push you through the portal out of your home and into Exandria.
You see her, like, her face turns, like, white. Because that was, like a life-altering moment. That's how she found herself here. Yeah, she's in shock. That she has to, like, see that moment again. That has been haunting her. Also motivating her to try and find a way back.
Are you okay, Anna?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And I don't think anybody is really known except, like, maybe Orion. Because you and I have known each other the longest, and you're the one who we found each other, right? I found you, you found me.
Mm-hmm.
I look to Orion, I tell him it's that day. That day. Like, she puts emphasis on that day.
Yeah, I had a similar vision in my mirror.
Wait, am I the only one that had a good vision?
Sounds like it.
Maggie says, I mean, mine wasn't bad. Mine was meeting a friend and meeting the person that kind of ended up bringing me here, so.
Well, let's just continue, because...
Oh, all of you also have a point of DM inspiration, by the way.
Oh,
Nice.
Everybody has one.
No, I'm not special.
Except for Maggie. Maggie doesn't have one.
Wow.
So, and then you see, as you cross the room, and after you all, Anna looks in the last mirror, there is a tunnel leading eastward.
Let's get out of here.
And can other folks, like, were people able to see what was happening in the mirror, or was it only me?
Anyone else looking would see visions of Elixion. After that vision, they saw it themselves. So you follow this tunnel out, if that's what you do, and you get back to a familiar fork in the road, and you see the fork that leads either back to the cavern with all the hands, or the cavern that led to where the crown thing happened after the hands.
God damn it.
I mean, we're still in water, right?
Yep, you're underwater.
Yeah.
And how high is the ceiling again in this tunnel with the hands?
Yeah, we can swim over it, right?
Yeah, you could swim over top the hands. There's room.
I mean, guys, we can all swim, right? Pretty sure.
I can try.
Can you say that you're not going to grab anything?
Grab anything?
Yeah.
What?
In the hands thing, there was, like, shiny stuff.
Yeah, but I also, appreciate my life.
So you would grab something, or you wouldn't?
No, I don't know. They kind of creep me out. I would leave this one alone, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe. Unless I see something really cool,
Maybe.
but
Oh my god, Ryan!
All right.
I know it's tempting,
I'll-
but I don't want you to
Oh.
die by hands, right?
Death by hands.
Death by
Fair,
hands.
fair. All right, yeah, no,
If you try to grab something, you'll die by these hands.
Well played.
Okay. All right, let's swim.
I'll do my
Right.
best.
So you swim, enter the familiar cavern with all the red hands undulating in the current, like, seaweed. They all reach out for you as you swim over. They don't necessarily reach, but they're all reaching out for you. And again, they're not in, like grabbing or grasping. They're not in a jagged motion. They're just kind of, like, gently reaching up, almost like they would be trying to, like, caress you or stroke you. You still hear the voices as you go through, like,
Goodness.
join us, be with us. While you swim through.
No, let's take our time.
Everyone make
Yeah.
a perception check.
Oh no.
Oh,
This is
no.
all gonna go wrong. Oh, this is actually a good one as well.
I hate
decent.
digital dice. I rolled an 8.
16?
21.
21, okay.
But my modifier is 8.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Mm.
And Promise?
8.
Okay. So Promise is too busy, like, Promise isn't looking at the hands for too long because they freak her out. And just like, nope, just gonna swim over it. The rest of you are looking down while you're swimming over them. You do see, this time you get a better look at the items the hands are holding. You see a locked box decorated with wedding bells and inscribed with the words, "For those whose love never wavered," which will ring a bell for one of you who just saw a vision in a mirror in the last room. You also see one is holding a key, one is holding a flask of red liquid, and one is holding a rolled up scroll. And here, have a fun. So now you can actually see the things in this image that they are holding. So scroll, chest, flask of red liquid, and something's holding a key, but I don't think that one's in this picture.
I want that key.
Oh,
Chad, I want the key.
I want the scroll.
Let me see. You know what? I'm going for the key.
Alright. You go out to take the key and touch the key, and to your surprise, you grab it, and the hands just
and
gently
nothing happened?
release it and hand it to you. And even one of them just gives you a gentle, like, it's almost, you're like, consent would have been nice, but they don't know. They still reach out and give, like, a just, like, gentle caress of your arm as you pull
I'm
away,
down.
and you take the key. The key is made of tarnished silver.
Okay.
All right, in that case, I will go for the scroll.
Tarnished silver.
The hands also just freely give you the scroll. The scroll, it looks like a spell scroll. You definitely would need to take some time to probably, like, sit there and identify or study it to find out what spell it casts, but it has the same familiar arcane runes and writing and aura of a spell scroll.
Awesome.
I will reach for the chest.
All right, same thing. The hands almost like help, like they all push the chest up towards you as you come closer, and like you see that description on it, and it is locked.
I look over at Cole. You got that key?
Yeah, dude.
Now, wouldn't it be funny if now Promise goes for the potion and I suddenly grab her?
Alright, so you use the key. The key does open the box.
Can I even see it with my 8, though?
Oh, that's
No.
right, because you didn't have
Basically,
high
Promise and
Yeah.
Maggie swam across because they were just like, we don't want to get fucked over here, and they just like
Eyes
jumped in and
closed.
were like, we don't want to look, we're just going. So they're at the other end of the chamber, and they have bypassed these things. As you use the key to open the box contains a black pearl worth 500 gold pieces, a violet garnet worth 100 gold pieces, and a pair of 2 delicate platinum rings worth 250 gold pieces.
Wow.
Nice. Gold.
Split the buried treasure.
All right, I'll go for the potion as well.
The hands freely give you, cradling it gently so as not to drop it and break. It's almost like they don't realize they're surrounded in water. A superior healing potion.
I will take the potion back and then flip you off.
So yeah, this is my favorite one of my favorite chambers. It's like, it looks so creepy and the description is terrifying, but they're just friendly. It's just a safe chamber with some free items. It's
sick.
All the hands.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
so bad.
Can you send a Discord message to the group of what those items were?
Yes,
and the
I
cost?
can. Yes.
Thank you very much. 'Cause I will not remember that.
So now, hold on. I gotta zoom out.
I found Fred. We left him all the way back there.
Oh, shoot.
No. Fred's
Thanks.
with me. I just can't be bothered to move him constantly.
Just let me check something really quick.
You forgot, Fred!
I didn't.
You forgot me, too.
Okay, cool. So,
You can move yourself.
reveal me.
Reveal.
Apa. Oh, wait, huh? Why did it not reveal that? That's rude. Did it? Or did it just... Oh, it's just a different discoloration. No, it didn't. That was rude. Fog, reveal, circle. That's just such... Oh, now it's working. Okay, rude.
I only see a small...
There you go.
That's not small anymore.
Oh, I don't like it.
Okay.
So, also, as you get close to this, those of you... So, Maggie, Orion, and Cole, that pull now feels like a gentle pulsing inside you, inside your person, as you approach this chamber. And you can see there's this outer wall, right? Like this outer lighter shaded area that is like ledge, and then there's this cavernous drop-off to this thing suspended in the middle. This immense cavern contains a spherical black mass resembling a giant organ or a cyst that nearly fills the space. Measuring over 100 feet in diameter, it has veins of iridium crisscrossing its surface, which is covered with spiky protuberances that retract and elongate as it pulses. And this thing is pulsing in time with the pulsing you feel inside you. And you almost feel, again, it pulling you towards it. The rest of you have anyone who doesn't feel that, you feel the opposite. You feel like you come to this ledge, and then you kind of come up to where this drop-off ends before it's just this, like, this chasm that this thing is floating over. And you feel like you cannot take a step further. You feel borderline repelled by this thing. And it almost feels like there's like an invisible solid wall in front of you that you can't see.
Is the pull, is it towards like that thing floating, or is it to like the... Okay. This looks interesting, and it's apparently the source of the pull, I guess.
How hard is it to attempt to push through that wall? Like, am I like a mime over here? Like, you know? Or...
Yeah, like right now, you look like you are impeccably trained mime with how much you're trying. Like, there is a barrier, and you also feel like the longer you sit here and look at it, the more you're like, I don't want to be in this room. And you feel this overwhelming sense of, like, sorrow. But Cole, Orion, and Maggie don't feel that. They feel, again, the pulsing in time with that object, and they feel no barrier.
Well, let's go, guys. And I start slowly heading that way.
As you do, Maggie goes, wait, and reaches out and grabs you by the arm.
What?
And, like, pulls you back. And, because you start to see, like, almost like, because, again, this thing resembles... Think of like a flesh, like an organ, like a body part, like an internal body part. Other than the iridium, which is crystalline, it has like a flesh-like appearance to it. And as you started to swim for it, like a little, almost like as it pulses with this like heartbeat almost to it, a part of it like opens up and makes like a tunnel leading into it, like it was beckoning you. But then Maggie pulls you back and goes, I have a really bad feeling about this. The others can't pass, but we can. And
can they not? What?
No, look. And she gestures over at you see Promise, who's kind of like banging on this invisible wall.
Well, that's weird.
So yeah,
would I not be able to pass it as well because I didn't take?
Yeah, Promise and Enna they both encounter this invisible barrier, and you're both feeling the longer you stay here, you're just like kind of spiraling into depression. Like, slowly, not, like, immediately, but, like, the longer you stay here, the more, first it's just frustration that there's yet another obstacle, because this feels like we've reached the heart of this, like, dimension. This is, like, where we've been trying to get to, and then eventually it's like, well, they can. Then it becomes anger, because you're like, well, how come no one else, well, only the two of us feel like this, and then you're just like, oh, this place, eventually it becomes more like, we're never getting out of here. There's so many obstacles. This place never ends. Like, the longer you're here, your thoughts are just kind of getting more and more negative. The longer you spend in this chamber. The two of you, specifically.
I think Promise is gonna do something she hasn't done in years. I think she's gonna start praying to Sarenrae. Like, just silently thinking, like, okay, we've made it this far. This, like you were saying, like, this feels like we're at our goal. Why can't we cross the line, kind of thing?
I want to check something real quick. Where is the page that it's on? Oh, that's fun. Okay. So
It just feels like with all the business with the gods,
a
like...
D100.
Ooh.
As you pray.
Okay. I'm so scared. 65.
65. All right. As you pray, you're waiting to hear, or not necessarily directly hear, like, I'm just praying, or anything, a sign. Usually, you know, not many gods are very forthcoming, and here we're going to give you explicit, easy to understand communication. But even anything might help in this moment. But then as you pray, it's funny, you almost, if possible, it seems like your vision starts to coalesce into, like, you're seeing something, like a sign from Sarenrae, but then there's this abrupt, it's almost like you feel like a physical version of a record scratch sound effect. Like, you feel this jarring physical sensation, and the vision, flash of red, and then rapidly shifts, and now you see a vision of Elixion again. It's almost like this close to the heart of the chamber, he's hijacking the communication between you and your god, and he's like, no, I want to speak with you. And you see his sword cleaves a beast in two. The corpse falls onto the blood-soaked ground, joining many other victims. The warrior, wounded, stands above the carnage. 2 people lean out of nearby houses, then 4, then 10. Dozens, all of a sudden, maybe even we're getting close to hundreds of people start to rush into the square. They run to him and cry out, some of them sobbing, "Apotheon! They said you were coming, thank goodness! We knew it!" And then they start to cheer. And in that moment, Elixion drops his sword from the shock, because you've seen the type of reception he's used to getting. And then the vision ends.
What on earth? I'm gonna say the vision to my friends. I have no idea what to make of that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Maggie just says, I just feel like, if we cross this barrier when we cannot all cross it, we're not all coming back.
Nah, that's a good
Did I
point.
recognize the creature in the vision? Like, was it something weird, or was it like a standard, like, monster hunter would probably kill this?
No, it'd be like, it would be like, it's one of the standard creatures that you know would have been a creature that was the ranks of the betrayer gods, probably, during the calamity. Like, one of the bog standard monsters that would make up their armies. Off the top of my head, canonically, I can't think of one right now, and my brain is, like, freezing when I try, but that's the vibe.
Okay. And that word they called him, what does that, do I know what that means?
Apotheon. They said it, the way they said it like a title. So it's a title that has been bestowed on him, for his deeds. And I think the actual word, make an intelligence, just straight intelligence check for me. With advantage from Cobalt Soul Education.
Ooh, okay.
Wait for it. Intelligence. Let me roll, you fool.
Yeah, you can roll. It's fine.
Okay, wait, with advantage?
Avantage?
With advantage, that's a 9.
Alright, you know it is a title like that. The word Apotheon has ties to deities in some way, but you don't remember what it means. You know, it's like it has history and religious texts, but you don't know of what nature.
Anyone else?
No idea. Do we see any other exits, entrances to this room?
You can do a lap, and yeah, it's a big circular ring. There you'll find 2 more exits. Both the northern end.
And can the others scoot around the ledge? Like they can
Yeah,
get
like that.
the...
So the ledge on this map, you can all freely walk around. But like where that line is, where it drops off and it becomes a chasm, that's where that invisible barrier is for Enna and Promise. But they can freely walk around the outer circular edge of this chamber, and then this giant, like, fleshy tumor-esque mass is suspended in the middle, and the crystal-like strands of iridium holding it like aloft in the center. The pulsing of the heartbeat. I'd say everyone in the party roll an intelligence check as you walk around this chamber looking for other exits.
Another 9, Jesus Christ. And as we walk around, like, can I just run? I'm sure it's futile, but could I just run my hand along the barrier just to on the off chance that there's a break?
Yep, you don't feel while you're walking around, you never come across anything that feels like a weak spot.
Yeah, okay.
I rolled an 11.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled a 15.
Come on, wizard.
Okay, 11.
19.
Yeah, I know.
19.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, Enna.
Yeah.
As you're looking through this visual barrier, and you think about all the visions about why you came here and like rescue, you suddenly have your epiphany of what this thing in the middle is. That is his prison. That is the structure. Like that's the thing that you would put money on is containing Elixion. Because you also know you've been keeping track geographically, kind of like all with the pulls that are described and where you've been going around and backtracking, and whenever they described where the pull was, and when you were in the chamber with the moon where it was compared to this, and you get the sense that this is like the center of this dimension, and you know this dimension has been linked to and manipulated by him or informed by his emotions and stuff. So everything kind of leads you to, oh my god, that's like he's inside that. Or that is the physical manifestation of his prison.
I share that with the group. I think Enna right now is just trying to figure out how she can get beyond this barrier.
Yeah.
Right? To try and find, I guess she's putting pieces together that folks who touched those little like pillar things are able to go past.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And I chose not to. I chose to not touch it.
Yeah.
And you're saying that the longer I stay here, the more I devolve into like depressive state.
Yeah.
Okay, she looks at Cole and Orion, and she's like, "I need to find the pillar pedestal thing to touch. I don't want to, but I gotta touch it."
That's what I thought as well.
I think we have to, yeah.
But it's not natural. I can't.
Nothing about this is natural.
True. Well, let's just pick one of the exits up there.
Yeah.
Left or right?
Because you can go to one of the two new exits you found, or you could try and go back to, because there is one mode of light that you came across and left somewhere. So
is that the one with the eyes? Oh god,
it's the one just outside of the chamber where the moon with the eyeballs looked at you.
We went into that room, so we know we can get to it without any trouble. Do we want to go back there?
Yeah, I was the one who triggered it. I was the one who thought being like, let's be sneaky. Look at what I can do, kind of a thing, right?
It's fine.
I mean,
Fine.
there are
Well-
still 2 sharks there, though, as well, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
So, might have to be
But it's-
sneaky there to make sure
Yeah.
that we don't.
So
I
basically,
have
right now, the devil you know or the devil you don't is your choice
Yep.
right now. Of what you're.
We've already been in that room once. I think we can get there again without issue.
Well, I have to see if I have.
I can make you invisible.
Well, if I can do hidden step. I do have hidden step. It's a bonus action, turn invisible until the start of your next turn. You attack, deal damage, or force a saving throw. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Wait. When you guys... Because Kalina can't remember because mom brain. When you guys made the touch, did you have to do a saving throw?
I don't remember.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just, here's your thingy.
See, I don't know if I can make it there in a turn. Because, like, I would have to... You know, bringing death upon the group with the sharks. You can make me invisible, Cole?
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
long?
Let me look.
It's like a minute or something,
Let me
right?
think about it for a second here.
Because I'm just thinking about, you know, hidden step can only do so much for me.
No, it's up to an hour. If it's just invisibility, then it's up to an hour.
Yeah, it's just the second level spell invisibility.
Yeah, that's an hour.
Or, yeah, I just have to concentrate on you for an hour.
Is that okay? Can we do that?
Yeah, I can.
Because I don't want to put the group at risk. And she says that. She's like, I don't want to try and use my Fey magic to try and get past these sharks and have it go awry. I don't want to put you guys at risk.
The deteriorating mental state.
I mean, like, it depending on how long you spend in here, yeah, it's not hard to see that Promise and Enna are getting, especially as, like, Maggie says what she says about, like, I don't think we would all, like, if we go in there, I think that's it. I don't think we'd be able to get back out, or, like, they could come join us later, blah, blah, blah. It's easy to see the building frustration, and, like, they're probably they're less involved in the conversation the longer you're in here, shorter tempered.
And you haven't known
Anna is
Promise
just being
long, but
doubtful.
you've never seen her pray
That also true.
until 1 second.
I feel like Enna would be... She's usually pretty sure of herself.
Yeah.
In, like, her abilities. Of what she's, you know, grown to do. But in here, she's just, like, doubting herself. Of what she's capable to do. And she doesn't think that she can make it. She doesn't think that she can do it. And that she's gonna lose more friends, just like how she lost her other friends. Right, so
Alright,
like,
let's just get to the chamber then, I guess.
Yeah,
let's
go back.
let's go.
So
And
you can freely go back if you go back through the hand chamber and then south to the chamber and then that tunnel that goes under there and right back to it. Before you enter, whoops, that's the wrong tool. Put yourself in, I'll put Maggie in the actual tunnel in a minute. Put whatever your order kind of is, and then, yeah, basically, before you enter, just go ahead and line yourself up, and then tell me, be very specific going forward from here, what you're doing, how you're doing it.
I guess I would let Anna or Promise go ahead of me since they still have to get the orb thing.
only one can use.
only
each
one can do
right?
it.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah,
one.
yeah, but like one of you two, I would let go ahead
Yeah.
of me since like I don't technically have to go there myself.
I'll do this one because I was the one who decided, like, I'm going to use my Fey magic. You know, she feels obligated that I was the one who triggered this room. I should be responsible and do it myself.
Okay. In that case, I'll reach out and touch your arm and make you invisible.
Then I would
Okay.
probably be 2 steps behind, like, so Anna is in the front, then Cole, and then me.
Okay, let me...
Also, well, I
So
guess
I'll
it
just-
doesn't.
switch
15
over
feet.
into the wall
15
right now.
15
If you
feet.
guys can
15 feet.
pass.
Just in case it matters, I would also cast guidance.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I am going to place Bernie, because if push comes to shove and I have to teleport myself using him, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Unoccupied pieces. Okay, I'm gonna bring Bernie with me,
Okay.
and I am going to place him so that he is 15 feet from the opening of the door of the tunnel. So I'm gonna place him
Be like,
here. So like to the mouth of like right where I'm standing, or like right behind where I'm standing. So all I would have to do is just like step out of the door and hopefully touch Bernie,
Okay.
and then
We'll say this
do
time,
firefly.
as you come to the entrance, there are no eyes on the moon.
Okay.
And if you look over, that door that opened up and had things on it is now sealed. The door is closed to the room. Like, you still know that room is there. And now that you know what to look for, you can see the faint outline, but it is closed again.
so the eye has to see you to open the door.
Mother of pearl. Ooh. I'm gonna go to the door. Am I invisible?
You are invisible.
Yeah.
Describe. Again, like, there's no way to be asked without feeling like it's like gives a spoiler of why I'm asking, but I have no other way to do it. Describe how you are moving to this door.
If I'm invisible, and I know that I'm invisible,
You do know you are invisible, yes.
I'm gonna walk along the edge of the wall. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be like crab walking right along the edge of the wall.
Okay. At your regular walking speed?
What's my regular walking speed?
30 feet every 6 seconds.
I'm scared of those sharks, so I think I'll take it a little. Take it a little slow. I feel like I would be a little slow, like sneaking past, but like
Okay.
along the edge of this
Okay.
wall where this gap is.
Last time you walked, because you were also invisible, you just like swam, I guess technically, at your normal speed, and the moon still looked at you. And the minute you entered the room, and the minute you moved, is like you. It's almost like you passed some invisible line, and then the eyes came awake and saw you. This time you're moving more slowly because you know the invisibility didn't affect the moon so much. Like, it's maybe more for the sharks. And because you are going more slowly, or like at least you think that's it, this time you come to where the secret door is, and the moon has not, the eyes have still not appeared. But you're now at the secret door, and you can see the ever so faint seam where the secret door exists, but it is closed.
Moon is a T-Rex.
What was that?
The moon is a T-Rex. It can't see you if you stay still.
Bernie's visible, right?
Probably.
I did not cast invisibility on him
Yeah, I would assume
So
as
if he's
much.
visible,
because this was.
can he
after
like
him.
shake his little tail or something?
It can quirk.
What is Bernie's like stat block? Do you have it? Can you?
Yes, I
or
do.
Can you send it to me? Or if I just Google like
Sure.
wildfire druid fire spirit, will I be able to look it up?
Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me get it for you. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it and send it to you. Yeah. Where are you? There you are. Alright. I'm gonna take a screenshot and send it.
Okay. Cams are gonna go wonky for a sec. Everybody, bear with me.
Can't
Bear
believe
with
this is happening.
us. Tell me. Actually, wait. I can use my phone. I'm dumb.
No, you're not. You want to talk about
You're not done. You're not done. You're not
Okay.
done.
gonna fight.
Have you sent it?
That will be momentarily.
Okay.
Sorry.
All good. All good.
There you go.
Okay. Like, I think that's... Okay. So
His health is
Bernie-
55.
Yeah, Bernie swims around, does a little dance, tries to draw some attention. Do you want to move him where he's going to in the chamber? Like, is he staying there and just doing stuff, or is he gonna, like, go swim away from you and, like, distraction? Like, what's he doing?
Oh, what's his movement? Let me see. His movement is...
Is he Timon and Pumbaaing?
Wow!
Let's see. 15. I'll move him here.
Okay. Let's see. Here's what we're gonna do.
Because if I see that he's like the moon is not going to look at him, I may have to consider moving invisibility. But like, can I remove invisibility off of myself?
I don't know. By casting a spell or doing an attack.
Yeah. Hang on, let me look. But I think.
Say Bernie draws the attention of the sharks as he starts swimming around.
If you attack or cast a spell.
Yeah. And you see the sharks kind of like turn around and the sharks start to swim towards him. The moon remains eyeless.
Ooh.
We've antagonized the sharks.
But so you have one round before we go into initiative where the sharks are fighting Bernie.
Oh boy.
Like,
Time
Bernie
to do
can just
a
come
thing.
back, yeah?
What was that?
Like above the table, Bernie can just come back, right?
Yeah, the sharks don't fit in the tunnel. Bernie could just come over here and then they do
No,
their
he
heads.
means,
like,
like, he's a
if Bernie,
familiar.
it's a familiar, so like if the sharks kill Bernie, Bernie can just be brought back, yeah?
I
Yeah.
think so.
I think
Yes.
that's how that works. I just can't remember.
Yeah. Resummon.
Yeah.
So if they take
Yeah.
care of Bernie like he is right now, then they'll just be like, all right, we're done, and then go back to their business.
Mm-hmm.
This is all above table, of course.
Yeah. Because I could summon him again. Could do that.
If Bernie runs off to the tunnel where we all are, then they know we're all there.
Yeah. I think that... Oh, God. Like, I feel bad.
Some errands to run.
Like, send Bernie across, right? And if... he is
Have
just
him run as far as
I
he can.
can
across the
always... I could always bring him back.
Make a history check for me.
Oh, no. 19.
Okay. It's because you rolled high. I'll remind you, because when you found the secret tunnel that led you to the hand chamber, and that was a secret door, which Orion found with the, like, wand of secrets, and then once you found it and went up to it, it wasn't locked. It's just hidden from view. That last one.
It was hidden from view, but this one's locked. Right? Because you said that it was locked.
I said it's closed.
And you could see the outline of it.
Okay.
Reach out and touch door.
Okay, I'm gonna... If we're gonna try and avert the sharks, I'm gonna send Bernie 30 feet. Because that's his movement.
Yep.
Or can he do...
Given his movement is half of what it should be, because he doesn't have Ruidium helping him with the water and a swim speed, and we're kind of giving him a bypass on the whole pressure, like the crushing pressure, because like it wouldn't be fun if you couldn't use your core mechanic, and he's an elemental, but he's also a fiery boy in a watery place is probably not the best of times, so his movement speed is halved.
Alright, so I'm gonna put him here, which is 15.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go up to the door and touch it.
Because you can see the seam, you like put your hands on it and you like try and get, it's very thin, but you try and get like the tiniest bit of leverage with the tips of your fingers with that seam, and then also push, and you kind of push it like with all your strength, push it in a little bit, and it gives, and then there's enough of a then gap there that you can then kind of and like push it to the side, and it does open, and you see the familiar moat of light, and the sharks are not looking in this direction because they're looking at Bernie.
Okay, I'm going to walk in, hope for the best for Bernie, and approach the pedestal thing.
Yep, again, what you see, remind you, in the middle of this small chamber is a half-buried stone statue of Elixian tilted back at a slight angle. Bits of the statue have broken off, and tendrils of iridium rise from the damaged areas. A dull red key with a crescent moon-shaped handle is sticking out from a hole in the statue's chest, and a bright mote of light is cupped in the statue's hands. So it's not actually on a pedestal this time. The statue has the light hovering on one hand, and there is a key embedded in the statue.
Okay, could I do... I'm trying to think of, like, if I can roll anything to try and... the key is in his chest? Is it turned, or is it just in it?
Just in. And it doesn't look like there's a keyhole. Like, it looks like almost like wedged it in there.
Oh, so I can't do, like, a sleight of hand to try and grab it?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. 17.
Yeah, you grab the key, you have to jiggle it a little bit, but then you pull it out. And you now have, you can add red crescent key to your inventory.
Okay.
And then, would you like to touch the mote of light?
Yep.
Alright, again, that same feeling that the others described, where the sense of warmth comes over your body as the light absorbs into you. And I will send you what the effect is. So this one, if you had to describe it, you almost feel physically strengthened as you absorb this. Like, your upper body almost feels like it maybe gets a little bit stronger. This one I can't really... I have to make cameras go wonky because I can't really send this on my phone. Alright. 2 seconds, fam. Cams are weird. There you go.
Why cam's weird?
There you go. So that is the effects that are on your person. Before our next session, I will try my best to make these in D&D Beyond, so you can add them as like an item to your character, and it should be automatic. But if not, you'll just have to make a note.
A note?
Okay.
And you now possess a fragment, and now Promise is the only member of the party who does not possess one.
Can I put that in my inventory or something? Like...
Yeah, you could just put the name that was like in your inventory as well.
Okay.
And then both of the sharks, while you're in there doing this, are gonna get a... We're gonna try and attack Bernie.
Am I still invisible?
Yeah, you're still invisible. So you even cast a spell or done an attack. So the sharks, one rolls a 13 and one rolls a 17. Do those hit him?
What was the first one?
13.
Makes it... Yep.
Okay, so both hit him.
Yep. His armor class is 13.
Okay, so 1, 2. He takes 29 points of piercing damage from the first shark bite.
Okay.
And then he takes 22 points from the second shark bite.
29 and 22, you said?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
So now you can either, like, in general, again, go back and look for a previously unexplored chamber along the routes you've already taken, or if you would like, you know there's an exit to this chamber at the far end, but that would involve everyone traversing the chamber.
Do the sharks get singed by Bernie?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Let me check his stat block if he has like a contact ability. Doesn't look like it.
I just think it would be funny.
Yeah.
Spicy meal,
I think because they're underwater, like maybe I would probably just because I think it makes sense if we were above ground, but because they're underwater, it's dampened a little bit. Literally, pun intended.
Bum, bum. Okay, okay, I'm gonna make my way back to the tunnel.
At what speed?
Well, knowing that the sharks are kind of occupied, I'm gonna just sneak on by to try and get past them and back to the tunnel because I don't want to avert their their attention.
Okay, then yeah. And you can go back.
Ernie will be fine.
You can get back to the tunnel, and then using the map, tell me where you guys want to go next. Follow the path. Look for doorways you haven't taken, or any like things left open but you didn't go down. If you need clarification on anything, let me know. Oh no, Bowdy's gone. R.I.P.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bowdy's. Oh, should we put an X on that room?
Yes, yeah, because... I'll do that, yeah.
Do it.
Oh. Bowdy's back. Hello. Welcome back.
I hate this weird issue. and I have no idea how to fix it.
Well, you're back now.
You sent me a new link for...
Yep. Alright. Give me a minute, fam.
Alright, so...
Yeah, this invite link is invalid.
Yeah.
Thanks. Let's see.
It's annoying. I'm trying to do the kick the old Bowdy, so we don't have double, but whatever, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll send you the new one.
Yeah, just kick me.
Kick that.
Bowdy.
I can take it.
Alright.
Alright.
So yeah, when you go back, again, this tunnel's a bit of a longer one. It goes underneath those first few chambers. When you get back to this chamber here, I'll put Maggie there, because this is, if you're backtracking, this is the first chamber you would get to. And then from there, let me know where you want to go. Because you can go, again, if you go up, that's towards the chamber of the hands. The friendly hands. But there is also the one to the left that you haven't done.
We want to go left?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's
let's go.
Always left.
To the left, to the left.
Okay.
One in the box to the left.
Let me reveal some things for you.
All my stuff is there? Oh my god.
You gotta reveal it.
Imagine.
You're like, oh, I was looking for that.
A really weird memory, but okay.
Okay. So you come to a chamber. As you get to the entrance, you feel like there's always been a slight bit of like flow or current to the Netherdeep in the water you've been swimming through, but it's been very gentle. It hasn't really pulled you in one way or another. But this time you feel a current that is threatening to pull you into the chamber. Like you are having to like aggressively tread water if you want to stay on the outside. And the walls of this chamber are lined with sharp ruidium spines. And you almost hear the ragged breathing of the Apotheon is audible in every heave of the water. So this current is almost like you hear sounds of breathing going with it. It's almost like a manifestation of him. Imagine like he's hyperventilating, and it's to be a manifestation of that. And there's more of those thermal vents in the floor that like shoot out bursts of hot, like super would burn you hot air from time to time. They give off swirling bubbles, dim light, and warmth, and you see a familiar, not so pleasant face also hovering in the chamber, which is one of those, the anglerfish from Hells, or the light devourer as their actual name.
Yeah, this one's tiny compared to the fucking jellyfish or the sharks.
And it's 50 feet up from the floor of the cavern and your entrance.
But it's just one, yeah?
Just one.
Just
one.
And right now the current, you can still resist the current, like it's not pulling you in, but it's very close in its intensity.
Guess we're going in.
Yeah, like I feel more comfortable fighting this guy, I guess, compared to our other options.
Can you let me know when Bernie
Probably.
dies?
Oh yeah, he's well.
He's dead.
Yeah, he can't move fast enough to get out of there before they would get another chomp at him, so he gone.
Right.
R.I.P.
He
Bernie.
will be remembered.
We appreciate your sacrifice.
Remembered and immediately recreated.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. What would you like to do?
What else? So we've got the spiky walls, the asshole fish, and what
it's
else?
dim, and again, it's dim lighting. Reminder: this part of the Netherdeep, all the lighting is dim. The only light that is coming off of anything is the rubidium. Has like a red glow to it, so everything is lit with this like sinister, dim red glow.
Great.
So you can't make out a ton of details.
It's pretty lit.
What do you think would
Detail,
happen to a
schmetail.
light devourer if daylight got cast on it?
It would devour such light.
Would it strengthen it? Would it charge him up?
Roll a history check for me, you and Cole, as you ask
Ooh.
that.
Rolling dice. Blue or gold?
Yeah.
Gold.
Yes.
Gold.
I'm using my
You
inspiration.
should have said blue.
Alright, that's a 15 for promise.
That is a 9 for gold.
How much for promise?
15.
You definitely remember when you last encountered one of these, it was reactive to light, and you remembered it absorbing light, like when you attacked it with radiant damage before.
Mm-hmm,
I don't remember that.
Did I
The
do
little angler thing on its head would like light up when it was attacked with radiant attacks.
Did I also do extract aspects on it? I don't remember.
I do not recall.
You totally did. I remember.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I could have sold that better. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, because I guess I'll save the daylight for if we're actually fighting it, because I don't want to start it with that. I just want an excuse to use it because it's a skill that I can use without using a spell slot. So, but
Is it?
so it's just the fish and the spikes in this room that we can see so far.
And there's this current that for now feels like you'll just notice it because it's the first time there's been more than just like a gentle current, but right now it's not enough to pull you in one direction or another.
So I'm not seeing it's not like it's because the water is draining into somewhere or something like that. It's just okay.
Your guess is maybe because there's more of those thermal vents in this room that maybe it's causing this like airflow in here, or this like this mixture
like turbulence
of currents.
Okay. Well, are we poking our heads in?
Yes.
Yes.
Cole wants to fight something.
You want to punch something hard.
Yeah. Doing it.
So you're going in guns blazing? Metaphorically
I
speaking?
think we're going a little more carefully than guns blazing, but I don't know if we're full on. Are we full on stealthing? Should we stealth?
Are we all stealthing?
I'm not good at that.
I am.
I hopefully am if I frickin' roll well for once.
If you are choosing to be stealthy, then I will need everybody to make a stealth check. But if not, that's also fine.
Well, we could try.
You try. It doesn't hurt to try.
Let's at least try to be stealthy.
Sure.
Yeah, just be ready for it to fail.
Oh god, I only have a +2 to stealth? What kind of
So do
monkey
I.
am I?
Oh yeah, I have
Maggie.
disadvantage. So.
Maggie got a dirty 20.
Atta girl.
Nice.
Ooh. No.
Because I already
Yeah,
used my
20.
inspiration already. I got a nat 1.
22. Oh no.
So 22, Anna got a dirty 20.
You.
Maggie got a dirty 20. Cole? 4, and Promise?
One.
Oh my god.
Nat
3
1.
plus 1.
Nat 1. Because the nat 1, because that 3 passes, but a nat 1 counts as 2 fails. You're 3 and 3.
That's 3 and 3.
Here we go.
Rollies!
Okay. Hold on, I didn't decide before I rolled that. Okay.
I feel like we need the
On,
moment from Shark Tales.
Yeah, on
Who?
a 1 to
Tails.
10 on my d20, it's gonna
Oh,
notice
okay.
you. On an 11 to 20, your stealth succeeds.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
in the halibut trips underwater?
Who in the halibut?
I rolled a natural 20 for you on your behalf, so you are able to stealthily traverse. Part of it is you're being extra careful, not only because the light devour, but these vents, because you need to make sure you're not over a vent when it explodes, or like releases more of that hot air, because it would burn you. So you can very carefully traverse the cavern safely.
Hell yeah.
And
We're the
leave
best.
the light
Nothing's gonna stop us.
devourer for another time.
Oh, Jesus.
Devour this.
So if you move forward and there's an exit to the north of that cavern, you will next come to a familiar looking cavern on the surface, more of that dim red glow from the iridium and more of those natural vents spewing red light and jets of bubbling water into an oblong shaped chamber.
What now?
But this time,
Question.
yes.
Since we're aware that there are like hidden passages in this place,
Yes.
could I take a look like as I'm sneaking along? Maybe that's why I did so bad.
In the chamber where the
actively
light
looking.
devourer was?
Sure. Yeah, but like stealthily, but not
Yeah.
touching anything, just as I'm going.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check for me, or investigation, your choice.
Well, we're gonna go blue this time because gold failed me last time.
Actually, specifically investigation, because you're looking for them.
Damn it. Okay. Oh, from a +8 to a +2 with that decision.
Sorry.
Oof.
No, that's fine. That's
rough,
not bad. That's still got an 18.
Okay. You are carefully looking. You nearly occasionally, like, almost end up on, like, touching the iridium spines, but then pull yourself away at the last minute. There's one place where you're like, maybe you think this looks like that familiar hidden scene, but you can't get close enough to tell because of the spikes on the wall, and you especially already suffering from mild iridium poisoning. You want to be so careful and not touch any more of that if you don't have to, so you can't get close enough to the walls to tell.
Okay, cool. Successful sneaking.
But successful sneaking. So you come to this oblong chamber, and you see two familiar shapes, illuminated very sinisterly, like uplighting, illuminating some sets of tentacles drifting endlessly in the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
This time, we have not one, but we have two of your favorite things.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Boy.
Oh no!
That's
Oh, no.
close.
I thought I put these tokens in already, and I didn't, but it's fine.
You can take them out. It's okay.
No.
It's yeah, just, you can take them out. It's okay. It's all right.
So each of them, it says, is within easy reach of one of the tunnels. So yeah, so one's basically here, and one's like blocking the other one.
And for those of us who can't see, what is
There is room again underneath them, and a little bit of room around. Like, you could very carefully try and maneuver around them feasibly. Like, you know, it's almost like the game with like the lasers, and you having to like and like skirt around them in like a museum, but tentacles instead of lasers. Like, it's not like, because obviously here it looks like they take up all the space because there's no verticality, there's no 3 dimension to this map. So there would be barely room to
what are
move
they?
around them.
Aboleth?
No, they are the jellyfishes from hell.
Oh,
I
more
have a
of those.
picture of them. Hold on, I can show you. We've had picture before, but it was in a previous chapter, I believe. Yeah, they look like this for reference.
I can't see the screen.
Oh, true.
I
Well,
can. Don't worry about it.
well, there it is again. Think,
Here,
imagine
can
a jellyfish, but the top of its head is completely
Got you.
encrusted in spines, and its little jellyfish head opens up into this giant, terrifying mouth with rows of teeth. A gross, fleshy-ass tongue comes out of that mouth, and the tentacles are
tongue.
60
Figure,
feet long.
Ew, I hate it.
I don't like
Yeah.
I put a picture.
And there's 2 of them. Yay!
And there's 2 of them! And they can petrify people, because you know that, because you saw them do that before.
We have to
So-
stealth again.
Uh,
I mean, like
I vote to go back.
Is there a from this room? Can we see paths out of this room besides the one that we just came?
There's the one at the far end. You can't really see it because you see how this. You can't see. The chamber kind of has. It's like a curvy oblong shape, and you're on the bottom of the curve. And then right now it curves to the west and around a corner. So unless you enter the chamber proper, you can't tell where it goes to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Can we go sleep somewhere?
I mean,
Let's do a little nap.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, is there anything really stopping us from sleeping anywhere we're at in here?
No, you've already had rest in here before, because you have the rubidium, which allows you to withstand the Netherdeep and breathe underwater, etc.
Yeah,
so it'll be
we could take
strange, but you can take a long rest down here, 100%.
God, we've got to be so pruny by now.
I mean,
y'all look gross.
I mean, I wouldn't really take a rest in between fucking enemies everywhere.
You
around
could go
us,
to a
but-
chamber you've previously
is-
gone to that is cleared and or safe.
Yeah.
You could go
Like
sleep with the
before or
hands.
after?
The hands can hold you while you sleep.
Oh my
Come
god,
on, cuddle.
they could give us little massages. God, do you know that would? Oh man.
Hey, they did say
Thomas
never
would
be
let
alone
herself
again.
float
There
to
you
the
go.
ceiling to
Yeah.
sleep in there.
I feel like we're kind of taking the phrase "sleeping with the fishes" a bit too literally here.
Yeah.
Sleeping with the fishes. See.
Oh, shit.
So, shall we go back then, or like we didn't really feel like fighting one of them, so I feel like fighting
Yeah,
two might not
Two
be the
of them
best
would be
idea.
silly.
And I take it this is like not two small ones, but like two normal size.
They're normal.
Very big.
Their normal size, it'd be big. Like their size status is huge in D&D. Because you're a
Oh,
medium
great.
creature, and then there's large, and then there's huge.
So big.
They're like 15 feet
Lurg.
tokens.
Yeah, the tokens are like. Remember how Maggie's token was even bigger than all of yours? They're bigger than hers.
Oh god. So
Sneaking back, I guess.
Tally ho! I'm just kidding.
Leroy Jenkins. Alright, I start sneaking back.
Yep, same.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah, let's go
roll
back.
a stealth check again to pass
Oh,
by
yeah.
the Light Devourer for a
I
second
love it.
time.
Let's go, baby. Disadvantage.
Maggie rolled a 21.
Whoa,
so she's
this is
helping
way better
you
this
out.
time. Way better
I
this
rolled a
time.
16.
Okay, 16, 19,
16.
16. Oh, you're great. Cole?
8.
You're the only one that failed, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Cole is again distracted, continuing, and he almost like touches it at one point, and then swims over and he's like, done! Like gets out of the way.
Whoa.
'Cause you're swimming like underneath it, basically. So you can get back to that chamber just past the Light Devourer, and that one, not necessarily. I wouldn't recommend resting there because it also has some of those vents, and in your sleep you could drift over top of one and
yeah.
then have a very rude awakening. Would not recommend. So you can either, like, literally go back to the hands are north, or
Let's
you
go
can.
to the eye room.
I mean, yeah, the only the closest immediately safe rooms that you know for sure is the room with the hands.
I mean, this one should be kind of.
I'm gonna use the restroom to
No,
safe,
this
right?
one has the vents in it that while you're
No,
sleeping.
no, I mean the one that I've just pinked, like right next to the one with the two jellyfish in it, like on the right side, in between the jellyfish and the.
Oh yeah,
fleshy
you could get there. Yeah,
chamber thing in the middle.
And that's a safe room?
it's the room where the red crowns appeared above your head, and like Promise and Fred were like temporarily
right.
charmed.
Oh yeah, that room.
Oh yeah, that was
What
fun.
was that room again?
It's this one.
The one after the hands.
Oh yeah. That would be some. Yeah, we can get there.
I mean, did we figure out what pulled us away again?
Yeah, is that room safe
Because we
now?
got
Or
pulled
the
through,
crowns still in
right?
there?
Oh, to the graves.
hmm
Right.
Yeah, the next thing was the grave.
I guess we
I'm
could-
not in there.
We could rest there too.
Just don't dig up any of the graves.
Yeah.
And we can set a watch too. Like we can
Yeah.
take turns on watch.
So you're gonna go to that chamber where the crowns appeared?
Well, like we've already been through it. Were we gonna have to save again against it?
I don't know.
I mean, one way to find out.
I know, right?
I do know, but I don't know.
Right. We could go back to we're right near. No, we're not. We
Is
are,
there,
but we're
are there
not.
any other chambers that we haven't explored yet?
There's quite a few.
It's
Oh,
so
actually.
much. Look at the size of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Look at all the zoom out and look at all the parts that are in
Yeah.
shadow.
Like,
I mean, clearly there must be because Promise is still missing a fragment.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the entrance is right over there, but then I'm like, wait,
Yeah, I don't know.
we
We
could
have to
get
go
back
all the way around to the eye room, like the moon room.
We know
Yeah.
for a fact that that room is safe, though.
The eye room?
No, well, if we go through the eye room back towards
The
the
entrance.
entrance, we know that's safe.
But then
Plus,
even
we never went
further down.
There's
all the
another
way,
room over there that we never went into, right?
Yeah, but like all the way down, there's another like path that we didn't go to yet. Like basically at the start where we
Yeah,
entered.
that's what I mean. So if we went, looped around the eye room and hung a left and went back down towards where we came in, there's another room we never explored, but we know the entrance
Right.
is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonkiness there.
I mean,
That's not bad, and then we could just go north and not deal with
I'd
any of
be
that
okay
fight
with-
stuff.
I'm fine with going all the way back. And
Yeah. Like either way,
Okay.
we're gonna have to swim somewhere. We might as well.
So
go
you're
where
gonna
we know.
backtrack, go back to the room, but not go in, and then go down this tunnel to go to. Yeah, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Because that was the room where you had that super long 3-stage battle from Elixian's memory.
Yeah, but we finished that. We already won.
Yeah. I'm just telling you what happened there. And you're gonna go there and rest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna take a little
So-
nap.
Yeah, let's do that.
Promise needs to sweep.
Are we taking a short rest?
No,
A
long.
long rest?
Long one.
Long? Oh.
Long.
Such a long rest.
All right. So you can go ahead and do your long rest, and it might be a bit hard for today. You'll have to do the rest of it later, but as you wake up, first you're gonna have another vision. But this time you all see it as a dream while you're resting, rather than like a vision while you're awake. Another memory of Elixian. The warrior kneels before an elf monarch. I've heard the most curious thing about you, Elixian. The elf drawls. You keep refusing the titles I offer you. The land, the riches, the servants. The warrior whispers to her in reply, the power to change fate. That's all I've ever asked. Vision ends. And that's like part of
Raven
your
Queen's
dream.
not gonna like you.
And as you awake from your long rest, you also all feel like more invigorated, but not just in the way that, oh, I had a good night's sleep, which is shocking because you're like, I don't know how sleeping in water is gonna go. But you also feel just from the shit that you've seen, the shit you've been through, and now knowing you're so close because you've like been to the heart of this place and you know where Elixian is, you feel emboldened, invigorated, and you feel a bit more ready for this task, and you all you go up a level.
Hey! We've not had that in a long time, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've gained a level.
So you are level 11
6
now,
paladin
correct?
or level 6 monk? That is the
Let's
question.
see.
But this puts you all at level 11 or a mix of 11 levels, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, I need to go back.
Hang on. I'm going wizard or rogue. No.
Okay, there's 19
Blinded.
minutes
Word.
left. We can take the rest of the time. We can do your level ups live on stream
Yeah.
and get them done right
Ooh, I
now.
like that.
Or we can play for like another 10 minutes and then you can do your level up before the next session. But if you'd like to take the time to go through your levels, discuss now, we can. Up to you.
Ooh, I
didn't get anything new.
unless monk has something better, I think I'm gonna do level 6 paladin because I get aura of protection.
I don't think I
Ooh.
get anything.
think I just get more spells. That's all.
Ooh.
Yeah, same.
But I don't get
I'm
any
gonna-
abilities.
I mean, you also will get more hit points for leveling
Right,
up.
right. Yeah.
Never anything to sneeze at.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for rogue.
I'm doing paladin because the
Extra
monk stuff
prepared
is useful,
spell.
but
Oh wait, I think I get 6 level spells. Did I
Yeah.
have those before? Oh, I already
Yeah,
had
I only
those.
got 4
Maybe.
hit points extra.
I got 8 extra hit points.
71 total.
All right, let's see. Oh no, I don't. I get 6 level spells now. Let's go, baby.
I got uncanny dodge now. Probably not gonna use it very often though. It means that I can use shield.
Shoot. Oh, I guess.
Alright, my level up is
Wait.
done.
Ooh,
Ooh, I get 1 6th level spell. Ooh.
And those be powerful.
Yeah.
Those be some good shit.
Ooh, I get mass cure wounds. Ooh.
Anyone who's been watching, lurking during our session today, we appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Just a reminder that tomorrow I am running a one-shot for a charity campaign. It's going to be a Halloween-themed one-shot over on the Dungeon Select Twitch channel. Twitch.tv/Dungeon Select, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So join me there. And we'll be raising money for charity while we do it.
Hell yeah.
Check out the campaign. Links in the chat. Feel free to support the charity early, get the ball rolling, or amplify the campaign, or share it on socials. People still leveling.
okay.
I
I have
I'm done.
80 hit
Okay.
points and aura of protection.
All right. In that case, we will push on for the remaining time that we have.
Not done leveling up, y'all.
So, where would
Okay.
you like to go?
I'd like to go through my spells and pick a new spell while
Let
I'm
me just
leveling up.
double. Oh yeah, do that. Well, I double check something too, being in this room.
Yeah, do I get more spells?
I don't because rogue.
Prepared spells, 5 of 6. I get 1 more.
So yeah, there is a door open straight ahead of that middle chamber as your option. Or you can go back to that chamber right before the 3, and there is a tunnel you didn't take to the west. Or you can go even further back, and the second chamber you would have ever entered, there was an entrance to the right.
I mean, the closest area that we've not explored yet is just straight ahead, right?
That is the closest, yes.
Yeah. So I feel like I would like to go that way if nobody objects.
I don't know, Jack.
Is everyone done picking their spells and stuff?
Sorry.
I mean, kind of, but I might be. I'm sorry.
You can keep
Which
like
way are we
fiddling
going?
with them while we're doing this on
Yeah,
the fly.
which way are we
like,
going? I'm looking.
Orion's just going north.
North, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
agree. 100%.
Oh yeah,
Off we
because we
go.
can straight north because we haven't explored that area.
It's a room.
And it's real dark in this place, right?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Like
Alright.
this chamber in particular, the one you were just resting in, which is also part of why it was good for sleep, was very dark. So you come to, let's put Maggie like swimming over here, we'll put Promise over here, everybody's here. You peer into a grotto, and as the last person crosses this like doorway here, you see a shadow rise from the sandy floor, because at first it's empty. It's just an empty chamber. And then a shadow starts to rise from the floor and assume a giant... Oh, no! Wrong one. No, that's the right one. I'm on the right page. What am I doing? Assumes a giant form. Its single glowing red eye remains fixed upon you as it rises to its full height of 100 feet. It just keeps going up, and it gives you a sense, because like you've never been able to see in most of these caverns a ceiling, and you've always felt like, you know, you're in these endless depths, but this is really driving home. Like, you have no fucking idea how high up this goes, how deep you are. And it has an enormous spectral spear gripped in its hands. And the water swirls around you as the spear plunges down towards you. And all of you, as the spear like jams the spear into the ground, you are all knocked prone, even though you're kind of like swimming. The force in this cavern, you like kind of fall over over on the ground, and you are technically prone. And I will need everyone to roll. True, except for Cole, who stands his ground, because that's because of your fragment.
My fragment. Yep.
So other than Cole, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Wait, why is Cole not rolling initiative?
Yeah, I was still rolling it.
Cole still roll. I said everyone rolls initiative.
Okay.
Cole's just not
sorry.
rolling.
Oh yeah, no, you just said everyone but Cole to roll initiative.
My bad.
Hang on.
Can't believe this.
Bad.
Tell me why I just rolled a nat 1.
20
Yikes.
for 23.
Okay.
You got
Not bad at
23?
all.
Yeah, with a natural 20.
Okay, nice. Promise, what's your total with the 1?
3.
3. Cole?
14.
Okay, and Anna?
Best initiative Cole's ever had.
4. Okay. So, Orion, you are up first. And it's not combat per se. Basically, this spear, as it's plunged into the ground, it's almost starting to make like a whirlpool, like a vortex in this room. And I need you to tell me on your turn how you are like would try and resist the effects of this, or try and not be drawn into this, and be as you can be as creative as you would like, or as literal as you would like.
Are there any like stone spikes or pillars or anything like coming out of the wall or the ground or anything?
No, it is a sandy bottom and then just stone walls with the occasional bit of ruidium, but not like sharp protruding, just like little lines of light, like veins in the walls.
Also, I was looking at my spells, so I might have missed it. Did Cole just make a saving throw of some kind?
No, Cole's just immune to being prone.
I'm immune to being not moved from where I want to be.
Okay. And we didn't make saving throws for whatever knocked us prone, right?
No, it just happened. It was inevitable.
Anyone who has to make a saving throw who's within 10 feet of me, you add +3 to it.
No.
Just forever now, as long as you're within 10 feet of me. I protect.
Oh, by the way, bit of a backtrack. During the long rest, could I have cast Identify on that spell scroll?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. It is
I forgot I have
spell of Autoluke's Resilient Sphere.
Ooh.
Actually, you know what? I think we'll keep this initiative order, and maybe I think we'll start next session here, because this actually gets fairly elaborate. And I, of course, inevitable, the one thing, I didn't think you would backtrack this far. I brushed up on almost every other chamber, except this one. And I want to make sure I do it justice. It's a little bit complicated, but we'll keep the initiative order. We've rolled, the combat tracker's set up. And we'll start there for our next session. Also give you more time if you want to dub before then, extra time to look at spells, do whatever.
Yeah.
All that jazz. But yeah, hope everybody had fun today.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Again, all the things I thought and expected and prepared the most for, not a single one happened. Classic. It's classic.
Got him.
Classic D&D.
Got him. Yeah, you found the center, the core of this dimension, which contains Alexian's prison. We get into the juicy stuff. It's very exciting. So exciting. And yeah, we should be playing again on November 9th.
Yay.
Yes. So mark your calendars. We'll see y'all then. Thanks for hanging in chat. If you've been watching and lurking during our stream, we appreciate it. And you can catch up at any time on YouTube. Don't forget to check out our charity campaign. Join me for that Halloween one-shot tomorrow if you're around 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And also, Briar has a throne wish list with lots of fun baby supplies for the upcoming arrival of Nerdlit. So feel free to check that out as well if you'd like to get the latest D&D baby to be born in our campaign a little gift. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.